Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you today about my story, what happened to me, my life story, and how I changed my life 2 years ago and relocated across the country, sold my home of 25 years, left the state that I lived in my entire life, and relocated across the country with my rescue dog. I say my rescue dog because I had just adopted him. He was my foster fail. And yeah, I don't know that I could have traveled across the country by myself without the dog. He loves the car, so it worked out really well. But anyway, so I grew up with some challenges, and there's the dog right now gagging. Anyway, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but when I moved across the country, I started a coaching business and then a podcast, and my podcast Empowered is 2 years old, and I'm very proud of my podcast. I did it all by myself, no boyfriend, no husband, no studio, no office, right here in my home, my apartment home. I also was doing multiple different things at the same time, and I am proud of myself for 2 years and getting some amazing guests now on the podcast and just growing the audience and helping more people. I love it so much. I teach podcasting. I promote people on podcasts and different things like that as well. But my coaching is my passion and purpose work, teaching and coaching. I have a real estate background. I got into real estate in 1992 in Michigan and then a broker in 1995 because I was so young and I wanted to get the respect and admiration, or at least respect. But yeah, I had some challenges as a teenager, um, just very poor supervision, parenting, wasn't there. And anyway, I got in with the wrong crowd, and it's, I don't know, I overcame a lot of things, and then I never really processed the trauma that I went through. So I have been healing a lot in the last 2 years, living here in Florida, changing my life, just kind of learning more about myself, healing, growing, evolving even more than I have done. I've started on this journey in 2011 and 12 when I was very sick with a debilitating illness. And sometimes what is perceived to be the worst possible thing is sometimes the biggest blessing and gift. And that's what ended up happening when I was very sick and I was misdiagnosed by multiple doctors. And I finally figured it out by taking myself to a rheumatologist and, asking for blood work and all that. And then I quit alcohol and I started lighting Shabbat candles every Friday night, and I still do it to this day. And I started a gratitude practice and I still do that to this day. And I also was on antibiotics and herbs and different things like that. But it was quite a journey. And then I started hiring coaches in 2017. I'm kind of condensing the story, but in 2016, my dad passed away. I went on a spontaneous trip to Quebec, Montreal, and then I ended up in a personal development workshop in September of 2016, and I had an epiphany about how I was living my life. And I was identifying myself as a sick person. So I stopped that light bulb moment. And then I started hiring coaches in 2017 and I changed my life and investing in myself. I was in real estate. And in 2021, I took myself to a workshop in Chicago and Miami. And that's when I decided and changed my whole life and decided to relocate across the country. And it's just been a journey ever since. And now I am doing my passion and purpose work. I did get my Florida real estate license too. And so it's been incredible. And I just wanted to share a little bit about me so that to those people who maybe don't know me, they could hear a little backstory. So currently, I have a course coming up called Worthy and Empowered because I teach worthiness because we teach what we need, and I teach self-love because I've been on that journey. And If you are interested in the Worthy and Empowered workshop, please reach out to me, and you can do that multiple different ways. You can do it on Facebook, on Instagram is the most popular place to find me, Linda Brain Coach. I'm also on TikTok and LinkedIn and other places, but I don't really go there very often. So Instagram is the best place, or you can email me at lindabrandcoaching@gmail.com. And if you haven't listened to Empowered the podcast, there's something for everybody. So I highly recommend you go over there and check out my podcast. And if you're thinking of starting a podcast or you would love to get booked on podcasts, reach out to me because I also do that. So have a wonderful day and thanks for listening.